Y'all like animals? Y'all don't really like animals. Do y'all really like animals? Hell yeah, you're going to like this. Do you remember when your first pet died? If you're lucky, you know, like you're not home and your parents just tell you that it ran away. But not me. As soon as my cat died, my mom called me and was like, hey, your cat's dead. And I was like, Mom, I'm on vacation. I was like, that's kind of going to ruin the water park tomorrow. But I asked her, I was like, well, how did he die? And she goes, well, he drowned. I was like, how does a cat that's terrified of water drown? She goes, well, you know, he was old and he was drinking water out of the bowl and had a stroke and fell into the bowl. So I went to the water park fucking traumatized the next day. And we walked in and my friends were like, hey, look, it's the kiddie pool. And I was like, why did they name it that, man? I think the hardest part about having pets is naming them. You know, I got a dog and I named it Noodle. And then I got a cat, or a snake. I fucked that up. And then I got a snake and I was like, well, fuck. Noodle's taken. So then I named it Oodle. And I had Oodle and Noodle. And I had accidentally named all my pets after food. Which sounds weird, but now if shit hits the fan, it makes them a lot easier to eat. Like if China wins, I'm gonna fit in. All right. Anybody here ever had a bad experience with a dog before? Don't lie to me. You've been humped by a dog. I remember the first time I was at my friend Jose's house, and he was like, dude, before you walk in, just know this dog has no boundaries. I said, that's cool. And I made eye contact with that dog and knew immediately he was not going to ask for consent. Like I walked in and he started humping me and I was trying to figure out his safe word. I was like, stop, sit, help. Like I was talking to anyone who would listen. And Jose was like, all right, let me give you a hint. It's in Spanish. And I was like, por favor, gracias, which means thank you. And I was not thankful for what this dog was doing. But I had exhausted all of my Spanish. And right before this dog comes on my leg, Jose steps in being the hero that he was. And he was like, siéntate, which means to sit down. And I was like, I was never going to guess that. And he was like, I know. And to this day, I still cannot look a Chihuahua in the eyes. Should have known that bastard didn't speak English. I do speak Spanish, though, you know. And the last time I got a phone call from a spammer, I answered it in Spanish. And he hung up immediately. You guys ever get those phone calls? And one time they called and I answered in Spanish and they transitioned me over to someone who spoke Spanish. And I was like, touche. Which I'm pretty sure is Spanish. Yeah. So then I started speaking English, right? And then he also spoke English. Better than the first guy, actually. They should have just opened with him. What the? All right, you guys, I'm out of here. Peace out.